Hi everyone, my name is Mary Beth. Welcome to my channel. So today we're going to ask a question, and we're going to ask this deck, the World Spirit Tarot for the Divine Masculine, and we're going to use Beautiful Creature Tarot for the Divine Feminine. Please feel free to switch roles if you are identifying more so with the other side, as we are all the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine energies. Also, the secret to getting into Twin Flame Union is to balance out your own Divine Masculine and your own Divine Feminine. That is how to get into physical Twin Flame Union. And if you would like more help with that, please check out my Etsy shop or email me at twinflamealchemisttarot@gmail.com. Okay, so today we are going to ask the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine what they are learning in what are they learning right now? Let's ask the Divine Masculine, what are they learning right now? And let's ask the Divine Feminine, what are they learning right now? Or what are they interested in learning? Either way, if they're interested in learning or they are learning. Let's ask the Divine Masculine first. What are they learning right now? What are they learning? Two cards for the Divine Masculine. What is the Divine Masculine learning right now? What are they learning? Excuse me. What is the Divine Masculine learning right now? Two cards. What are they learning? What are they learning? Interesting. Well, we got Wheel of Fortune and we got this Star reversed. That's interesting. So what I'm getting from this is that this is the reason why this is reversed is because they're going within for their blessing. That's what they're learning. So that they can't go outside of themselves for their blessings. They have to go inside themselves. No matter how much they look outside of themselves, no matter how much they search, no matter how much they seek outside of themselves for all that happiness and blessings, they're realizing it's actually inside of them. Okay, and then they realize that their fortune, which the Wheel of Fortune, this is all about stages and cycles, and it's about staying centered during all this change, and so they're realizing staying centered and not being in the chaos and just being very, very balanced in their elements. Okay, balancing out when it comes to their own inner child. So much information on this card. Of course, the Divine Feminine, of course, the Divine Masculine, between the sun and the moon. They're balancing out everything. Everything's getting balanced because they realize that's where their blessings are, inside of them. That's interesting for the Divine Masculine. So that's what they're learning right now, or could be interested in learning, either one. All right, let's look at the Divine Feminine. What is the Divine Feminine learning right now? Oh, and I'm sorry. And then after this, we're going to pull from the bag, and then we'll get some messages after that. Okay, what else? What is the Divine Feminine? What is the Divine Feminine learning right now? What is the Divine Feminine learning right now? Two cards. What is the Divine Feminine learning? Two cards. Oh, interesting. Okay. Huh. All right. That's great. So the Seven of Cups is reversed. I love it. It's like they're learning not to be in that delusional type thinking. That's very interesting. It's like they feel like, they don't have to overly obsess. Well, it's almost like they're aware, right? It's like they're aware of their overthinking, right? And instead they're like, no, I want to leave my own legacy, right? The Ten of Pentacles. I'm going to work on myself. I am going to do what I have to do. I'm going to live my own dreams, right? And so they're getting out of, so they're very aware of this type of obsessive thinking, this kind of delusional thinking, because they call this card delusions. So coming out of this and moving into that is what the Divine Feminine is learning right now, is how to get, noticing their own prosperity and how to make that prosperity happen, right? Or just even just being thankful for the prosperity that they already have. Awesome. Okay, let's do another one. What else is divine masculine learning right now? What else? Two cards. What else is the divine masculine learning right now? Two cards. Oops. Two cards. What else is the divine masculine learning? That one didn't shuffle so well. There we go. Two cards. What is divine masculine learning right now? Interesting. So they're learning how to do shadow work. So this is the moon card, right? So they are learning to dive deep into the illusions themselves, right? Because this is where everything's kind of hidden in the shadows. And so this is where the divine masculine is going into the shadows, and they're really doing their shadow work. And or they want to learn about this. If you're interested in learning, I do specialize in this. If you'd like to check out my Etsy shop or email me at twinflamealchemisttarot@gmail.com. Okay, and then we also have, which is interesting, it's like they realize, this is the Sage of Cups reversed. It's like they understand that they haven't mastered their emotions quite yet. It's not quite mastered yet. Okay, so because when this is upright, it's like they have this mastery of all of their, it's like they're very balanced, they're very flowy, they're in the flow, they're filling their own cup here. But it's like the divine masculine understanding that their cup is not very full right now, and they haven't quite mastered the water is reversed. Okay, so that's very, water stands for emotions, but this is upside down, so this is quite turbulent type waters. And the answer is they know is to go into the shadows. That's where their answers are. Beautiful. All right, let's look at the divine feminine. And then we'll start asking other decks, and then we're gonna pull from the bag and get some more information. All right, so let's see for divine feminines. What else is divine feminine learning right now? What is divine feminine learning right now? Two cards. Two cards. What is the divine feminine learning, please? All right. Interesting. So both have this awareness, okay? So we have the High Priestess reversed. That means they understand that there's a universal secret that's blocked from them. There's this universal secret, and they're trying to use their intuition to figure out what that is. And so they want to learn this universal secret. That is the divine feminine. What they either are learning or they're trying to learn, because it is reversed. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Oh my gosh. Oh no, I'm sorry, the Knight of Cups, not the Sage of Cups. Knight of Cups reversed. So, and they call this card empathy. So it's almost like they have this awareness that their divine feminine is imbalanced because they don't quite feel empathy for their twin flame, possibly, or possibly their family or friends or just people in general. There's like a possibility here that the divine feminine is feeling a bit imbalanced in their divine feminine, not really feeling the empathy. So they want to learn how to have empathy. I totally relate to this, by the way. And it's also learning to have empathy for yourself and your inner child. A lot of us do not have empathy for our inner child. So again, learning how to have empathy. I love it. Okay. So what else? Let's grab another deck. Let's grab a deck from the divine masculine here. What else? What else is the divine masculine learning at this time or wants to learn? For the divine masculine collective, what are they learning or what do they want to learn right now? One card for the divine masculine. One card. Wow, valuing their self-worth. So we got the diamond. So divine masculine, wanting to learn or learning about their self-worth, knowing their worth, knowing that they are precious, right? They know that they are, gosh, like precious in God's eyes, precious in their soul's eyes, learning self-worth. All right, let's look at the divine feminine. What is the divine feminine learning right now? What's the divine feminine learning? What is the divine feminine learning right now? Or wants to learn? One card, please. What are they learning or wants to learn? Garnet, purification, detox. It's time to release physical and energetic toxins from your life. I love it. Divine feminine, learning how to detox right now. Detoxify energies that are causing, could be illness, could be mental anxiety, it could be feeling drained. And so understand that everything is energy, and now it's time to detox. If you're interested in learning more about this, I do teach on this, on how to purify and detox from your life. So that is beautiful. So that is what they are learning. Let's see. Is there anything else, any other cards pulling me of what they want to learn right now? What else do they want to learn? I'll just pull one more deck. Is it this deck or is it that deck? What they want to learn? No, it's this deck. Yeah, oops, it's this deck. I'll keep going. So I was looking at the one next to it. Now I can't pick it up. All right, and then we'll pull from the bag. What else? What else does the divine masculine want to learn or is learning? One more card here. One more card. What else does the divine masculine want to learn or is learning right now? Interesting. So it's like it's not about it's not about going out and adventure. Again, the divine masculine realizing their happiness is not outside of them. Understanding that they can't go outside of themselves and find this happiness. That it's a inner journey at this time. They have to go within. That is where the balance is. That is nothing outside of them will be quite right until they fix what's inside of them. So that is what the divine masculine is learning right now. What about the divine feminine? What is the divine feminine learning? One more card before we do the bag, please. One more card. Divine, taking a chance. The divine feminine learning to just take a chance, understanding that there is no physical, well, from like most of us, right? No physical proof that what we're doing is correct. Everything is more esoteric. Everything is, through like numbers or like symbols or synchronicities or signs, but like nothing in the physical is proving us that we're going in the right direction, right? Like your twin flames not messaging or calling or emailing or showing any signs, right? And so it's like the divine feminine trusting in the universe saying, hey, this is my divine plan. I am just going to walk off this cliff knowing that the universe is going to guide me on a path that I don't know where it's going, but I know it's correct because my intuition is saying so. It's like trusting in the divine plan, knowing that your soul is showing you the way and not going off of it. It's like you're being not the fool, you're being smart. You're being very much a trusting the divine plan is basically what that is. Okay, so let's grab from the bag. So I love that. So learning, even if you're just learning to trust the divine plan, I love that. So this is for the divine masculine. What is divine? Let me make sure it doesn't blow it. Divine masculine. Any more messages for the divine masculine? Divine masculine. Okay, great. What do we have for the divine masculine here? Let me just put this here. All right. Yeah, so the divine masculine feeling a bit stuck right now. Stuck. So learning, right? So right now the divine masculine is learning that the happiness is not outside themselves. They were seeking, they were looking for it in love and all the wrong places, and now they're stuck, right? Which is good. That's a good thing. Because now you're realizing the blessings are inside; they're not outside of you, right? And then learning to go into the shadows, like that's where you're going to find it. So that's good. It's actually a good thing. Understanding, and it's hard, right? Like I'm not saying it's easy. Like all the stuff that you're learning is not easy whatsoever. All right, we have pictures. So it looks like the Divine Masculine looking at pictures right now. So the Divine Masculine, you are looking at pictures possibly of your twin flame, whether it be online or whether it be, you know, in a photo album. So you are reminiscing with pictures right now. Also feeling a little bit of shame. Divine Masculine feeling a bit of shame. And so the Divine Masculine, that is definitely something where you're definitely in the shadow. So it's okay. We've all been there. As a matter of fact, I dated my twin flame in this timeline, the shame vibration. So I get it. So it's like you're deep into the shadows right now, but this is where you're going to find your answers. So it makes sense. This is where you're going to learn. This is where all the inner child work and energetic and shadow work is. So that is actually beautiful. All right. And we all understand as well. Let's look at the Divine Feminine. Let's look at the Divine Feminine. What is going on with the Divine Feminine side? What's going on with the Divine Feminine side? We need two more. Okay, two more. One more. Okay. All righty. So the Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine. So the Divine Feminine's feeling pretty hurt right now. So the Divine Feminine feeling hurt. So that's why learning to be the fool, right? Learning to take a chance without any kind of physical proof, right? Like nothing saying like everyone looking, the family and friends looking at them like they're crazy, right? Like, why are you wasting your time on this twin flame journey, right? And feeling kind of hurt, but understanding that they can't get off. Like this is their path. So I'm very sorry for all of you who are feeling hurt, and this is the time that is a great way to. This is the time to detox, right? This is why we're detoxing right now, detoxing the hurt, because most likely it's from your inner child. Okay, and then it says, I remember us together like it was yesterday. Divine Feminine, letting the Divine Masculine know, I remember us together just like it was yesterday. And then also Divine Feminine, hearing songs, either songs in their heads or just on the radio, hearing songs, these signs are getting messages from their Divine Masculines through songs. Beautiful. All right, that is telepathy, by the way. Let's get some messages. Let's get some final messages between, sorry, I got so many of them, between the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. So how about Divine Masculine first? What does the Divine Masculine want the Divine Feminine to know right now? Two cards. Two cards. What does the Divine Masculine want the Divine Feminine to know right now? Two cards. What does the Divine Masculine want the Divine Feminine to know? Two cards. All right. Seeing you reminds me of the things I know deep down that it's not, but it's not always easy to deal with. Yes. Okay. And also they want you to know the thought of you still does things to me. The thought of you still does things to me. Okay. All right. And what does the Divine Feminine want their Divine Masculine to know? Two cards. What does the Divine Feminine want their Divine Masculine to know? Two cards. Two cards, please. All right. So the Divine Feminine letting their Divine Masculine know, I feel damaged like I just can't do this. I feel damaged like I just can't do this, and I've thought a lot about you lately. I've thought a lot about you lately. All right, beautiful. Well, I do hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. Thank you so much to all of my new subscribers. I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone. Bye.